Hello, all you pure romance divas and anybody else who might be sneaking by and wants tips on how to use the Pure Romance Pure Sale app for your parties. So first and foremost, this is an app that Pure Romance does give to us that is going to be your paperless receipts. It's going to be your paperless business tracking. There's so many different things you're going to be able to use for it, but we're going to break it up into a few different trainings. So I'm going to show you real quick. If you don't have it yet, go to your app store, Android or iPad. It does not work on iPhones. It's the only thing that doesn't work yet. You're going to type in Pure Sale and pull up. It's going to be the first app there in the top right corner or top left corner. Sorry about that, guys. So you're going to download the app and it's going to tell you to put in your consultant ID number and your password to log in. It's going to be the same thing that you use when you log into your COO. So if you don't know your consultant ID and your password, contact your upline and she can get that for you, or corporate office can get it for you, whichever works best for you. And your password is normally going to default to the last four of your social unless you have changed it already. So that's how you get in there. All right, so we'll close that out. And then you're going to open up your Pure Sale app. It's that pretty green one with the PS on it. That's your Pure Sale app. So click in. Very first time you log in, you're going to put in, of course, that information to set up your account. And it is going to start syncing if you are on, you're going to be on Wi-Fi if you're setting it up. So when you are on Wi-Fi, when you log in for the first time, pretty much every time I log in, it connects to the internet and will sync with what's going on with our COO and the corporate office. So it adds new products, it updates things for us. So it's the very first time, you're going to want to give it some time to sync. So please always keep that in mind. Let it have that time to sync. This is your main home screen. So these are the 4 different things you're going to be doing with Pure Sale. You're going to be selling products. You have your contacts you can access, all of the reports, and your inventory. So I want to start you guys off with showing you how to set this up. So you're going to go down to the settings button at the very bottom. See how that's now pink at the bottom right corner. In here, you're going to make sure all of your information is set up properly so that you can start using Pure Sale. So you're going to type in your name, Pure Romance Buy, put your name in there because it's going to show up on your invoice that way. And then for your business address, you can put your address, but this is what shows up on my invoices. I would prefer people not to have my actual address. So I have changed this recently to my phone number and my website. That's all they need to know, right? Your tax information. So I do default that everything is taxable. I calculate tax before retail because we pay full tax on the full retail before discount. And our local tax rate here is 8.25%. So make sure you put in whatever your local tax rate is. Invoices and receipts. So your invoice number, this here is what's going to show up on your actual invoice. And it'll keep a rotation of that. So you can start it off at whatever invoice number you want. I can change this right now if I wanted to 25,000. So it's up to you on how you want to keep track of that. Your default, this is, you're going to see when you start taking payments from each individual, you're going to see it come up. My default is credit debit card because that's the most popular way that people pay. Default discount type, I have it set at % because I generally will give people a % off of a product rather than a dollar amount if I'm giving a discount. And then our default shipping and handling charge is $7. That's what corporate charges. It's what's on each one of the paper receipts that is printed for us. So that's what you're going to want to put in there. And regardless if they are taking it home with them or you are mailing it to them, they need to still pay that $7 shipping and handling. Otherwise, you are going to eat a lot of shipping cost because we pay shipping to Pure Romance to have everything on hand. So it's really helping to offset that cost for us as well. So always keep that in mind. And then shipping and handling is taxable. Always check your local laws, but I know in Texas our shipping and handling is taxable. So that's why I have that marked. So these here are for your printing and emailing preferences. So this is your invoices. You can actually set up a customized email So this is actually what shows up when somebody gets an email from me. So it's going to have like a little, hey, thank you so much about hosting parties. I need to go in here and relook at it. It's always a good idea to double check and see how everything is looking. But this does mail merge with the party, so do try and keep that information as much as possible the same. So, and you can also change it for party sales and outside sales, right? Nice. You can also put a default invoice message if you want something to show up on each individual invoice. Reports. This is so if I want actual reports emailed to me instead of just pulled up on here, which is great when you're wanting to do end of the year or end of the month inventory, or check those reports and have that saved. The thing I use here the most, you've got, of course, how it's going to sort your contacts by first or last name. It's up to you on how that works best for you and your brain. And then manual sync. I do this before I leave for every party. So when I'm getting stuff ready for my show for the evening, I try and log into my Wi-Fi before I leave and manually sync my iPad so it has all the updated information as possible. And then on the help portion, Pure Romance actually has already done a lot of help videos. So I highly recommend go ahead and log in here and watch these videos. It's going to help you get started with using Pure Sale for as much as you possibly can. Don't be afraid of it, ladies. Get out there and start using this, because once you do, your entire